Hi there. So I have seen some of these emails and images that are coming out about the Epstein files, and it is horrifying. It is disgusting, and at first I was sort of traumatized about it, and I was very angry about it, and then I kind of went to God about it and found some grace in my heart towards horrifying sin, just because of my belief in the cross and that sort of thing. And I kind of calmed down a little bit. And now my concern is that some politicians who were maybe formerly against these things have seen these images and videos and have been stimulated by them and even been offered uh, temptation by those who are in the those rings and or in the administration currently, and engage in it willingly, and then um, we're maybe blackmailed into not pushing it as hard. And this might explain also why the process is so slow moving in impeaching the president, why it's just kind of a ring around the circus, a ring around the rosy kind of thing. Um, uh, and I think that the administration might have a goal to lower the age of consent or to minimize the punishment for people who engage in sexual abuse. I also am concerned that a lot of people in the MAGA world have experienced incest in their families because of sexual temptation, and that they are on board with this, that they want this to happen because they're embarrassed, because they're ashamed, and they don't want to go to prison. Sadly, I think that's what's happening. And yeah, so these are things that might be happening, and that might be why the adult victims are being silenced and not being heard. And if you don't know, documentation about sexual abuse victims has indicated that at one time they enjoyed it because they didn't know any better. And they didn't know that it was so abnormal and so sick and disturbing. And then, they were mistreated by their abuser, and then they grew up and were traumatized, right? And that sort of thing is normal, and that's why they grew up to be abused. And if you don't understand that, then if you're a politician that doesn't understand these things and you willingly engage in those activities, then you might be on board with lowering the age of consent, minimizing punishment, that kind of thing, because you're just not educated on the consequences of sexual abuse.